class, welcome to session 3, unit 6. We are going to learn about managing employee benefits. At the end of this session, you should be able to explain what a benefits package is. We should be able to differentiate between direct and indirect financial benefits. We should be able to list and explain 3 factors to consider when selecting a benefits package. What is a benefits package? Benefits can be defined as all the indirect financial and non-financial payments one receives as an employee of an organization and constitutes part of the total pay package. So the benefit is a component of your pay package that is indirect and mostly non-financial payments that an employee receives as part of his pay or his salary. Devising a benefits package. These are some of the things you need to look at when you are devising a benefits package for employees in an organization. You need to look at the objectives of the package. When we say look at the objectives of the package, we are trying to ask you to look at the future demand and current expectations of employees. Are they in line with what you want to do? So currently, what are the employees demanding? And what are their current expectations? In the future, what are they going to demand? In the future, what would you demand of employees? So when you devise a package now, is it going to cut across the current expectation and the future demand that employees may have? Secondly, we have pay policy considerations. When you're devising a benefits package, you need to consider the pay policy that you have as an organization. You need to make sure that the pay policy and the benefits package that you have is in line, doesn't deviate to cause any costs or legal actions. It's in line with what the organization seeks to compensate their employees with. So you need to consider your pay policy to make sure that you are not deviating from how you are supposed to compensate your employees. You need to also consider the costs. If the company can afford the particular benefits package that you seek for employees, why not? But if they can't afford it, then you should know how the employees are looking at you, what they are expecting of you. If you can provide it, yes, you go ahead and provide it. But if it's going to be cost ineffective, cause losses to the organization, then it's not necessary for you to necessarily go out of your way and assume employees would need it. So you need to weigh the cost and the benefits of the package you need to give to employees. You need to assess the compatibility with needs and company objectives. If you want to design a package for your employees, you need to assess, is the package I'm designing for my employees, is it what my employees need? Is it what is going to motivate employees? Is it what is going to increase employee performance? Is it in line? Is it aligned to the company objectives? When they are motivated, when the performance is increased, is it in line with company objectives? That you need to do a comparative analysis to see if you are not swaying from one. Thus, you have to align the objectives of the company and the employee needs when you are devising a benefits package. You need to know the impact on internal relativities. What we mean by internal relativities involve the fact that you have to try to avoid conflicts of interest, and you have to make sure that as you are giving a group of people or a grade in organization particular compensation benefits, you need to ensure that it doesn't affect the performance of other employees in the organization. So here you have to make sure that internally, whatever you do, Other employees are okay with it. They do not find it discriminatory. They find it fair. It doesn't affect their performance. Assuming you are giving a grade A assistant administrative directors a holiday, a 5 week holiday, how does this affect other employees when they are not around? How does it affect the performance of other employees? Do the other employees also find it fair? This is what we mean by impact on internal relativities. That you need to assess how the internal body is going to look at you, but giving other packages, benefits to other employees or to other grades of people in the organization. Other direct financial benefits include bonuses. Bonuses are normally payable in relation to some specified criteria. Profit, that is profit or length of service. Some organizations pay out bonuses. Most of the law firms, or if you watch some American movies like Suits, if you've not too, they give out bonuses if they win a case. If they win a case, the case comes with money, profit. So they give bonuses to the people that were in charge of the project or the lawsuit. In other vein too, based on the length of service you've been in the organization may give you an appreciation in the form of bonus. So based on the profit, the organization can decide to pay out some bonuses, and based on the length of service, some people also receive bonuses in the organization. Commission. Commission is payable to employees for achieving specific targets. Let's assume you produce on a sales quota. So that if you're able to meet the target and beyond, you may be given a commission. You are given a commission. So commission is payable to you when you achieve a particular or specific target. Pension schemes. Pension schemes are financial benefits to employees, mostly when they go on retirement. So other financial benefits is when employers contribute some quota to pension schemes, or they devise pension schemes that make sure that when you go on retirement, you are able to live comfortably on your retirement benefits. We have workmen's compensation. Laws, these workmen compensations are laws aimed at providing sure, prompt income and medical benefits to work related to accident victims or their dependents, regardless of who is to be blamed for the accident. So here is laws that protect employees when they have been involved in an accident. So either it is your relative or you personally, regardless of who is to be blamed for the accident, assuming a car accident, whether you caused the accident or not, as far as you are involved in the accident or your relative is involved in the accident, you are due some benefits. This benefit could be monetary or medical. So the organization can give you some monetary benefits to cater for yourself, or they can help you pay for your medical expenses. The employee, these are some of the conditions for the workman compensation. The employee must prove that the injury or disease occurred while he or she was on the job. So if you're an employee and you had an accident, you have to prove that it happened whilst you were on the job. Even if it's your relative, it happened whilst the relative was with you on the job. We have Workmen's Compensation Law 1987, PNDC Law 187. The annual basic salary of the injured person is factored into computing how much you should be compensated for. The injured person's annual salary should be yearly, the yearly annual salary without allowances. The percentage injury The degree of injury or loss as estimated by a medical practitioner, expressed in percentage form. So the degree of injury that you incurred, it will be expressed in a percentage form by a medical practitioner. 96 is the equivalent of 8 years expressed in months. So 8 years worth of work duration is also factored in computing your workman's compensation when you are involved in an accident. So this is the formula: annual basic salary over 12 times percentage injury times 96. So above is the what the individual items in the computation mean. Per an employee, however, dies on the job due to the accident, per PNDC Law 187, Section 31A, provides that the percentage injury, as would have been calculated by the medical practitioner if he lived, should be 100% multiplied by 60 months. Thus, the formula is going to be annual basic salary over 12 times 100% times 60, or annual basic salary over 12 times 60 for us to compensate your workman's compensation to be given to whoever is standing in place, your next of kin, to benefit from it. Other indirect financial benefits include loans. Some organizations allow their employees to apply for loans and they'll be paid or deducted from their salary or their wage. So indirect financial benefits include loans. They can give you access to loans. Payments in kind. Sometimes they give you company cars and fuel allowances so that you can use in the organization to do your organizational duties. Time off. Sometimes also a reduction in the hours of work of existing employees for the same monetary reward. So assuming you work for 8 hours, here the benefit is going to be in kind. They'll tell you to come to work for 6 hours, 4 hours, to do the same number of production that you would have produced in 8 hours, and also they give you the same monetary benefit. They did not deduct anything because you didn't come to work. Mostly if you are working on a time rate basis, your pay or your wage or your salary is on a time rate basis. So here your same monetary benefits you have at the reduced number of hours for the same productivity. It may lead to overtime hours, however, to clear up backlogs, which will not be paid for. So if we are expecting the same productivity from you at a reduced number of hours at the same remuneration, then we expect you to what? Come for some hours to clear, or if you can work within the 4 hours you're supposed to work, that's equally fine. We are at the end of the session. So far, we've learned what employee benefit packages are. We've also identified the inputs to consider in devising a benefit package. We've also learned about direct and indirect financial benefits that employees enjoy in their organizations. Thank you. Meet you in the next session.